Those are accounting education, business education, economics education, office management education, accounting management, Islamic economics and finance, and Master of Accounting Science. But we also have 2 other programs under the School of Postgraduate Studies, the master's degree for management and doctoral degree for management, as well as master degree for economics education and doctoral degree for economics educations. And all of our study programs have been accredited by the national accreditation, and we got the highest grade for our study program, and 2 of our study programs accredited Unggul or superior by the national accreditation for Office Management Education Study Program and Management Study Program. And those study programs also already have accredited by international accreditation ACAS from Germany. And we also have a certificate, ISO certificate 9001-2015. And this is our Dean, Professor Ahman, and we have 3 Vice Deans or Deputy Dean. I'm Vice Dean for Academic Affairs, and Dr. Rasto is the Vice Dean for Resources and Financial Affairs, and Dr. Lily Adiwibowo is Vice Dean for Student Affairs. And these are our head of study programs. I think most of them are here joining this meeting. Professor Nugraha, Dr. Puspo, Dr. Neti, Dr. Sambas, Dr. Henny, Dr. Alice, Dr. Jajang, and Dr. Arim. We also have laboratories, the head of laboratories for Laboratory of Micro Teaching, Computer, and FPEB Digital SpaceX. And we also have the section heads and quality assurance unit, Mr. Uus, Mrs. Nur Aida, Dr. Alfira, and Mr. Dian Herdiana. And we also have the study centers on entrepreneurship as well as Sharia banking. And we have 14 professors in FPEB, so that account for about 11% of our lecturer. Up until now, we have 128 lecturers in our faculty, and we also have 30 staff who support us. And this is our website and Instagram. So remember to like and comment in our Instagram. And we also have the bulletin of FPEB. We call it FPEB in Action. And we have journals that are already accredited by a national accreditation, or we call it SINTA. So we have SINTA 3, and SINTA 4 accredited journals. And this account for 100% of our journal, which is already accredited nationally. And we also have international conferences in FPEB. We have 4 international conferences. Some of the conferences held annually, but some of them held biennially. And this is our office. We have 2 offices. The first office is for the main office, and the other building is for classrooms. And hopefully we will have another building for our faculty. And we also have the smart garden and laboratories. We have the computer lab, and then we have micro teaching lab. We have what we call the FPEB Digital SpaceX, which consists of smart classroom, as well as the laboratory for economics and business lab. It consists of photo studio, podcast, co-working space. And we also have FPEB Eat and Drink, but unfortunately it's closed now because of the pandemic. So there is no students in our campus because all the learning process is held online. We also have a collaboration with the other parties such as Certified Public Accountant for the Testing Center, Certified Islamic Professional Accountant, and Office Management. And we have many collaborations, national and internationally. This is our partners. in terms of the educational institution and professional association. And we also have the international collaborations with universities such as Coventry, Nyenrod, Konan, and some universities in Malaysia. And about the industrial collaborations, we also have the collaborations with many companies, national companies, as well as international companies. And these are our student organizations. One student organization represents one study programs, but we also have student organization in faculty level. And we also have FPEB ambassadors, which is held yearly. This is a representation from the students itself. And of course, there are many student achievements that we have nationally and internationally. And we can see from these slides their achievements. And I think it wraps up the whole presentation. Thank you very much for your attention. Oh, by the way, this is the third building that hopefully FPEB will have in the next 2 years. So you are welcome to visit our campus when the pandemic is over. Thank you very much for your kind attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you,
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much, Ibu Vanessa. I believe there will be a lot more comfort zones in the third building of the faculty. So I can't wait to visit the building, Bubu. Yeah, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, now that we just have listened to the it's time for the discussion session. And for the first session, I'd like to invite representatives from the TSUE Uzbekistan to deliver their points of discussion. So, Mr. Yeah, Mr. Or maybe Bu Vanessa would like to open the discussion session to.
Yeah, Pak Uben.
Yeah, so apparently from the TSU, it suggested that we have the discussion session right now. Okay. And probably from the side of FPEB, FPEB UPI, just in case there are several prior points to discuss. Mangga, Bu.
Okay, thank you, Pak Ubad. Actually, one of the focus of our faculty is on the international program. We have visiting professors and then guest lecturer and then student mobility as well as the international conferences. So I think that is the area that we can collaborate. For example, for the student mobility, we have credit transfer program, we have FPEB International Day, and we have internship program as well as the immersion program. We last week, I think, or a couple of days ago, we also had a meeting with one of the universities in Korea, and they also proposed a double degree program. So I think this is one of the program that we can collaborate more. But due to the new curriculum, which is a requirement for our university, we call it the MBKM or Campus Merdeka Curriculum. One of the program is student exchange. So we can do whether in the short term, credit transfer program or a double degree program. But I think Pak Abu already know about the consequences of a double degree program, whether we will later on we'll have two separate certificates, which is signed by two institutions, or we will have one certificate signed by two rectors. But I think each of it have its own consequences. So I think that is the international program that we've already done in our faculty. Oh yeah, but joint supervision is also possible, as well as joint research and joint publication, because we also have some research, which is jointly coordinated by our partners. So I think that is the programs, the international programs that we have in our faculty. And I welcome from the Tashkent State University to elaborate more about this collaboration. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ibu Vanessa, for opening up the discussion session by mentioning some of the international programs which are possible to conduct between two universities. So I'd like to invite Mr. Jakongir to respond to the opening of the discussion, or maybe add up some.
Yeah, of course. Sorry, there was a microphone was off, so you guys cannot hear us. So we would like to discuss immediately the main topic of our meeting. So let us give the speech to our Vice Rector of International Cooperation, Rahman Bisrata.
Okay, thank you. And also, once more, I would like to thank you. And here, we can say the most important point of collaboration. And here, it's a pleasure to see the main topic of our collaboration. Academic collaboration is called, just as you know, double degree program, 2+2, and between universities, Penjajakan, Indonesia, and Tashkent State University of Economics. And here we can go on some discussions later on, but right now we have some issues and some questions to discuss with you today. And how can we, first of all, how can we organize the process? As you know, our university is public, that's why we should know some details, some issues in detail. And first of all, how can we act to organize the double degree program and the first step of partnership?
Okay. All right, thank you so much, Vice Rector of the International Collaboration. To answer that question, I'd like to invite Pa Ahmad Bukhari. So let's get into the details. It's more technical on how to possibly conduct the double degree. Pa Abu, please.
Okay, thank you, Pak Obad. Thank you, Mr. Vice Rector. So I think with the double degree, so what I understand is, so because you offer 2+2, so that's what I understand. So for example, students will be staying 2 years in Tashkent, and then they come to Indonesia for another 2 years, and they'll be back to Tashkent again. Or maybe students starting 1 year in Tashkent, and then come to Indonesia for year 2 and 3, and then come back to Tashkent again for the last year. Maybe that's what I understand. And then I think we can do this one, and we can start the program with, let's say, starting this semester, which the academic calendar in our university, we start the first semester in September, and then the second one, I do hope that we have similar academic calendar so that we can match the timing, or the date easily. And second one, I think what we need to do is, we need to talk about the curriculum. I think, Dr. Vanessa. So, for example, from your department, like what courses are similar between your department and our department, so that when your student, for example, in each semester, for example, year 1, year 2, year 3, so how many credits and what subjects students can take. I think this is also important to discuss, and yes, so that we can have, comparisons between the curriculum and the courses, and also in terms of the date or the academic calendar. I think that's my suggestion. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Pa Abu. Before I hand it back over to the Uzbekistan, is there any additional explanations or information from UPI, please?
Yes, please. May I add a bit?
Sure, Bu Vanessa. Mangga, Bu.
I think it's a very important point that is mentioned by Pa Ahmad Bukhari in terms of the curriculum matching, because we haven't had any information about what study program that we are going to collaborate. since here in our faculty we have 7 study programs. So in which area we are going to collaborate for this double degree program? And then about the system itself, because is it different or the same? Because here in Indonesia, for students to be able to graduate, they have to take at least 8 semesters. So is it going to be the same with those in Uzbekistan? And about the funding itself, because it's going to be like 2 + 2. Is it going to be free tuition fee or any other else? Because we really need that, because you know, in terms of promoting this program to the student, I think we should have some interesting point that is that will be very attractive for the students to join this program. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ibu Vanessa. So, yeah, Jakongir, could you please?
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
We are glad to have a partnership with University of Penjajakan Indonesia. We will discuss in details about the tuition fees and the other stuff as well. But in short, we can say the almost same educational system in Uzbekistan and Indonesia. In our university as well, in Uzbekistan, is students have to study 8 semesters, in short 4 years, and then at the end they have a research paper. For bachelor they don't have, but for masters and PhD they have. As we know, in the faculty of business, economics and business in University of Penjajakan Indonesia, they have some study programs which is international accredited. So we are going to, if possible, to organize and establish double degree program between UPI and TCUE right here in Uzbekistan. And about tuition and the curriculum, the study program, we will discuss in person or in our other meetings, but let our colleagues ask the main questions relating to the topic. The head of the International Joint Educational Program, Mr. Nasim Bakir Basic, he would like to ask a question, and one by one our colleagues will ask a question, and if possible please try to answer short and clearly. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm very proud to discuss our future culture with you. I have a question. Please, can you tell us explanation of rating system and enrollment conditions in detail? Second question, will each university provide field training for students? Thank you very much.
I think it is clear, right? The rating system and enrollment conditions and the field training. If there will be establishment of double degree program, will each university should provide field training, and can you tell us the enrollment requirements?
Hello? May I respond, Robert?
Yeah, sure, Pak Abu.
Let me, I'm not sure if I can, so help me if I miss some question, Robert.
Yeah.
The first one is, if our two universities have agreed to have double degree, so when your students are enrolled at TSUE, for example, they are year 1 or year 2, and then when they want to transfer to go on to study another year at UPI, so we will provide you with information on the admission or enrollment. Yes, so our staff of admission from internal office will help you with the enrollment. But basically, when we have agreed, when we have signed our MOU on this partnership, so there will be no problem, will be no challenge with the admission, because basically that is, you to you enrollment. So when are enrolled, and then when they will come to UNICEF, of course, they need, for example, they need to provide, for example, the transcript of the previous credits, and then, for example, the passport, like for visa application, everything. I think that is the regular requirement for enrollment and also for admissions for international students. But yeah, when it's under MOU, under agreement, then everything will be fine. But later on, we will send you the detailed documentation that you need to complete when they plan to transfer to our university. That's the admission. Is it the second one, grading system? Is it right, Paubert?
Is it grading or training?
Rating system.
I'm sorry?
Grading?
Yeah, grades. The grading, grades.
Oh, grading. Okay, the grading system.
Yeah, I think the grading system in Indonesia follows US system. Is that right, Bu Vanes? So we have, for example, grading A, B, C, D, and then F for fail. So I think, I don't know, do you use this one in Uzbekistan?
We do, but in our university, we use other type of grading. So we have mark, it's like a 3, 4, 5, 4 excellent.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think that's also the same. Yeah, for example, at a university, Bu Vanes, correct me if I'm wrong. For example, to get A, you need to have 3.6 or something, and then to get B, you get 3, and then for C, it's 2.7. Yeah, I think that's the same.
Same. We have another question from the head of the Department of Corporate Economics and Business Analytics, Haji Bayarnas. She'd like to ask a question.
Assalamualaikum. I'm glad to see you again. I have one question. How the number of the students of the double degree program is computed or divided equally?
So how we will, we have to organize, we have to put whether we will divide the cohort of students equally. Let's say, hopefully we will, if we have a double degree program, here in Tashkent University of Economies, how many students should divide from our side and from your side?
Okay.
Yes. Bu Vanes?
Would you like to respond to that, or Bu Vanessa or Pak Abu? Or
I think as long as it's reciprocal, there will be no problem.
Okay, that's the answer.
Yes. So
exactly.
So, for example,
we have the MOU already, right?
Yeah. So I think it's in MOU, for example, because it's reciprocal. So for example, when TSUE send 5 students, and also we will send 5 students to Uzbekistan. So yeah, that's the initial agreement. But for example, if the interest is higher from Uzbekistan, for example, you will send more students, or our student has high interest and we will want to send more students, I think we can discuss that one.
Basically, so it's negotiable, right?
Yeah, it's reciprocal. So we send and then we receive.
Yeah, thank you, Pak Abu and Bu Vanessa. Next questions, please, Mr. Jakongir.
There's another question as well.
Yeah. Assalamualaikum, dear ladies and gentlemen. You mentioned about 4 conferences. I mean, if I heard correctly, like 4 international conferences. I mean, if you send us the dates and the information letters, we'll be very glad to participate. As you said, we are very interested in the joint research and joint publication because we have more than 300 doctoral degree students and more than 500 faculty staff. So it would be nice to boost our relationship in the research area as well.
Yeah, may I respond?
Sure, that's your area, Bu Vanessa.
Okay, you're very welcome to join the conference. The soonest conference that we will have will be on August. So we have one conference, GCBME, Global Conference on Business Management and Entrepreneurship. It will be held on the 8th of August. I will pass the information when we are already set the promotion, the flyer and everything. We will inform you soon. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I'd like to shorten we have a lot of questions, even though you guys far from us in distance, but close in heart. So we would like to put the question in front of the meeting. So we would like to establish a double degree program, let's say 2+2 or 1+3, with cooperation with the Faculty of Business, Economics and Business of UPI, whether it is possible or not. So the first question is that, and if it is possible, we will discuss it in detail. I mean, what kind of subjects and the curriculum and the tuition fee, whether our university and both sides will provide dormitory, and whether there will be any, how to say, scholarship for international students, the tuition fees we will discuss, and with the help of that program, we will exchange the staff as well, and not only students, but the staff as well. For instance, if we have a establishment of double degree program, there will be some teachers from UPI side as well. So they come to Uzbekistan, where will come, we provide the hostels to teach right here, and our teachers as well go to University of Penjajakan, Indonesia to teach the joint program, double degree program students. That's the main question. And the extra secondary question is that possible to establish the branch of Tashkent State University of Economics in Indonesia, in Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia. So let's say we have a lot of faculties as well, but we will provide the faculties, and you might choose by yourself whether which faculty you would like to have in your campus.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, thank you very much for the questions. I believe that if we want to discuss the technicalities in details, we will need another meeting, especially about the details of the double degrees. But I believe both Pak Abu and Bu Vanessa can actually respond to the two major questions and give brief explanations about the possibility of both the requests. Pak Abu, mangga.
Thank you, Pak Ubad. Yeah, Mr. Zakongir and Vice President. I think as so the possibility is widely open to set up this partnership between our two institutions, especially because both of us have similar relevant department, also relevant systems such as grading systems, such as the number of semesters for undergraduate. And also you mentioned also some doctoral students also. I think that's also another aspect of partnership, because also here also we have School of Graduate Studies. So for example, with the conference, as Dr. Vanessa mentioned just now, for example, we may invite Dr. Vanessa, maybe one or two invited speaker from TSUE in our conference, whether it's as invited speaker or as keynote speakers. And yes, so I think this partnership is very possible. We do hope that the pandemic will going away soon, then we can start, realizing this partnership by sending students to Uzbekistan, also from Uzbekistan to Indonesia. And we do hope so that we will be seeing you to come to Bandung. Zakongir, I know you are longing for Bandung, yes? So you want to come and visit Bandung again, okay, with the colleagues from TSUE. And with the second question about opening of the branch, maybe that's also another possibility, but for now, I think let's just focus on the partnership with the double degree between our two institutions. Dr. Vanessa, please.
Yeah,
thank you, Pak Abu. I think the key is on our curriculum. So as long as there is a match in our curriculum, the possibility is high to have a double degree or 2+2 or whether 1+3. So again, the key is in our curriculum. So hopefully it matches between our curriculum, and I'm sure that we have to talk about this more in detail. Thank you. Also about the doctoral degree students that you have, probably there is also some possibility to have a joint supervision, because usually we also invite the external examiner, and we can propose that from your university, or we can ask for the joint supervision between our doctoral degree program. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ibu Vanessa and Pak Abu. From right here, I see a lot of positivity here. So a lot of possibilities too. So Mr. Jahongir, if there are some things to discuss with.
Ya, sudah lama nggak pernah makan jengkol jadi.
Kok bisa suka jengkol?
Jahongir, here we have Dr. Jajang. He also loves to visit Uzbekistan.
Yeah. Okay. We are really glad. Myself personally, I'm really glad to see. I know the people. You guys very close to me. I mean personally, because I spent 3 years in Indonesia in that campus. Almost waktu itu kan Pak Senado Kartadinata jadikan Pak Rektor. Dan sekarang dia udah the ambassador of Indonesia di Tashkent. Jadi kan, so our university is, I mean, we have very good connection with myself personally and our university as well in international cooperation. That's why we don't want to just have how to say the joint conferences or just kind of meetings, but we want to have some outstanding, like UPI is leading an outstanding university, so we want to have outstanding programs like double degree and joint programs, the faculty, the branch of Tashkent State University in UPI. So we want to do something that is unique and not been before. So that's why our offer is to combine, I mean, the cooperation between the business faculty of UPI and the Tashkent State University. We have a joint double degree program, let's say 2+2 or 1+3, but we want to include in that program the management, which is internationally accredited, and the Sharia finance as well, and the economics. That's for bachelor, master's, and PhD as well. So for the first step, and for the second step, hopefully we do hope, of course, it depends on Ahmad as well and other stuff as well, to have our branch in UPI. So that's the second step, but hopefully we will do that as well. But for now, as Ahmad mentioned, let's establish and let's in the second meeting, the next meeting, I mean, we will have it in detail, the tuition and the other stuff as well.
Yeah, okay. That's right, Jahongir. Yes, we do hope that the second meeting will be in Bandung.
Okay. We are waiting for, where we will have a visa.
Yes, so we are applying for your visa. So once the international border is open, so we will send your visa application.
Yeah,
and we will provide you as much jengkol as you want.
Yes, sure. Sudah lama tolong Pak bantu kami. Jadi sudah lama banget nggak pernah makan jengkol dan masakan Padang juga.
You know what, Jahongir? Your Indonesian language is so authentic.
Sudah lama, sudah 7 tahun nggak pernah pakai bahasa Indonesia. Waktu itu kan saya juga bisa bahasa Sunda juga. Biasa bahasa Sunda.
Ayo nama hilap deh.
Very good, Jahongir. Yes. Pak Ubat only know one word of Uzbekistan, only Rahmat.
Rahmat. That's the only, that's the only expression that I know. So I believe that the broad ideas have been mutually agreed, right? And that we need to set up another meeting to talk about the possibility of collaboration in details.
Okay, good.
So if there are some other things to discuss, I'm giving it to the floor, either from UPI or from TSUE, please.
May I ask a question?
Sure.
A small question, like how much is the living cost for student monthly in Uzbekistan?
Converted to US dollars, maybe?
Yes. In US dollars.
Which one is more expensive, Bandung or Tashkent?
It is not expensive living in, because it's our university is situated in the capital city of Uzbekistan, in Tashkent city. So hopefully we will provide dormitory for free. Hopefully.
Wow. Okay.
Yes, and so, it will not cost approximately.
Excuse me. İkiz diyorum.
200 kat okunmaz mı? Approximately it will cost, so dormitory will be provided for free. For living costs, it will cost maximum $150. So for student life, so $100 will be enough.
$100 per month will be enough. Okay.
Yes. So that's the our dining.
Okay. Thank you so much for the answer. Any other questions, maybe?
If you have any questions related to our university, you may ask any question.
Okay. All right.
Zakongir,
Yes.
how many students do you have?
Right now we have more than 10,000 for now.
3,000.
10,000.
10,000. Oh, okay. Wow, that's large enough.
Yeah. Our university plays the main role in Uzbekistan because the first president, the former president of Uzbekistan, Islam Abdulkarim Karimov, he was graduated this university. And
wow.
Yes,
wow. So it must be very excellent.
Yes. It's not an ordinary university. I mean, it has a very huge history and a very hospitable people. So for the first time we visit Bandung for makan jengkol dan terus dari keluarga dari Bandung datang ke Uzbekistan makan masakan nasional Uzbekistan.
Yes, I miss that one. Zakongir, I miss flop rice.
Flop. Okay, we will do that. We'll make it together.
Okay.
It's very rare, you know, it's very rare for a foreigner to like that kind of smelly food because most of the foreigners don't like strong smelling food like jengkol or maybe durian. So it's very strange for you to like it.
I love them so much. I love them.
Well, there is not, okay, there is an information, not a question, but there is information from the Human Relations Office of Universitas Indonesia. This is an information that we now have a TV UPI, TV UPI, that you can access Pak
Denny.
Ya lupa Pak Denny Darmawan, astagfirullah. Mangga Pak.
Pak Denny mute, Prof Denny.
Suaranya belum terdengar, Prof.
Hey, Mr. Ubad, thank you very much. I'm sorry to join this discussion.
No problem.
I'm from Denny from Human Relations Office of UPI. I want to promote that our university now have the television from Uzbekistan. Maybe we watch our television about the promote of double degree, maybe something the profile of our university. Yes, all people can watching our televisions. Yeah, Mr. Uban, maybe please talk to delegation of Tashkent University. Thank you very much.
Prof. Denny.
Okay, you're very welcome. So Prof. Denny is the head division of the Human Relations of UPI, and now it is actively promoting the contents of our university through a variety of platforms. We have Instagram, we have podcasts, we have also TV, YouTube channel. Sudah ada belum, Pak? Sudah ada juga. We have also
YouTube channels,
yeah, we have also
mobile television channels, digital channel.
Yeah, YouTube channels. Okay, so you can
watching about our programs. Yeah.
Thank you so much. And even on the Instagrams, there are a lot of accounts, like some accounts which are managed by the students, some accounts which are managed by the Human Relations Office to keep ourselves updated. So you can access through the website of UPI, and then you can find a lot of information there, and you can find a variety of media platforms, from social media, other media platforms, including ones mentioned by Prof. Denny, like the TV UPI, Instagram, Twitter, etc. Hatur nuhun, Pak Denny.
Okay, thank you, Mr.
Yeah, thank you very much. So, is there any other questions or comments or?
Do you have any questions? So we have done with questions.
Okay.
We will discuss we will provide the proposal.
Okay.
So, and we will have next time to meet. Hopefully, if Rahman will try harder, then we will visit and discuss in person. But
okay.
Hopefully, very soon, upcoming week, hopefully we will provide a proposal for double degree program. And for now, I think if you have any questions, so be my guest. You may ask.
Ya. Silakan Bapak Ibu dari UPI, ada yang ditanya.
What about the academic calendar? Is it the same? Because here in UPI, the first semester will be on September and the second semester will be on February. Is it the same?
Sama Bu, sama.
Oh, sama. Okay.
Good, Kang Jakongir.
Iya, bagus. Bagus Jang. Yeah, so many things match. So yeah, I think it's going to make it easier for us to establish the collaboration. Bapak Ibu dari UPI, barangkali ada yang ditanyakan.
So we will provide the proposal and we will send through Pak Ahmad and we will discuss if necessary for next time for detail.
Okay.
If you have any questions, thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Thank you very much.
Rahmat.
Waalaikumsalam. Ya.
Rahmat, everyone. Thank you.
Atur nuhun sadayana. See you in another meeting.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone.
Rahmat. Hidup jengkol.
Pak Ubad suruh nonton TV UPI gitu.
Iya Pak, sudah tadi.
Maunya buru-buru gitu ya, kebelet kayaknya.
Iya.
Itunya, Bu, si Jakongirnya yang segera ke Bandung.
Kayaknya dia teh ingin nostalgia, Bu.
Jengkol.
Ya hari ini teh kalau double degree teh ya, Kang Abu, itu gimana? Kita mesti izin atau enggak kalau beda ijazah ya?
Iya, jadi nanti kita coba itu aja, Bu. Kita coba beda ijazah, tapi nanti kita laporkan dulu ke Dikti. Tapi menurut Dikti yang lebih visible itu ijazahnya dua daripada digabungkan.
Makanya saya pengen nyontek yang di UI ya, mereka tuh gimana kok bisa enak
nanti
gitu.
Kita coba ya Bu ya, coba studi banding ke UI ke ekonominya ya.
Harusnya mah jalan-jalan ke sana.
Ya,
jalan-jalan.
Lumayan.
Kayaknya Pak Wadek ini kawannya Pak Rasto nih kalau ke Uzbekistan pasti semangat ke Uzbekistan.
Siap.
Banyak ayam
Uzbek gitu.
Uzbek ya Pak Rasto atuh.
Mantap teman.
Cuci mata ke Uzbek mah.
Geus cinta Pak Ubad.
Mohon.
Semua di sana itu.
Oh, Pak Dekan juga tuh semangat.
Semangat.
Abdi mah ngantosan ulemana we Pak Wadek.
Mantap.
Wios jantan penerjemah bari ngageret koper oge.